This is the story of a normal Ben with a normal Omnitrix, but with the determination of a future Ben 10,000. What really makes him special is that he never took off the Omnitrix. In his childhood, after losing feedback, he decided to move forward, eliminating all his enemies for something we'll see later on. I'm excited to share all 8 consecutive chapters of the Ben 10 Delta comic, which is currently complete and awaiting your support for future releases. So I ask you to share and subscribe to this channel. I'll be quiet for a month and present the story of Ben 10 Delta. The story begins in the middle of a battle. Ben is chasing a mysterious figure. Guys, we have visual contact with her. Getting closer, Ben transforms into 4 arms and lands dramatically to capture the strange being. In front of him, a woman recognizes him. Tennyson? Huh? Do I know you? A spell grazes Ben's cheek and he doesn't hesitate to neutralize Charmcaster. Did it have to be her? Although she looks older now. Gwen arrives to clarify the situation. Apparently she's a temporary clone. Knowing all this, Ben decides to go back to patrolling the city, but his cousin reminds him that he hasn't slept in days. This has started to worry her, but Ben ignores the situation and leaves. Ben, while looking at the Omnitrix, starts to reflect, but he's interrupted by Gwen. Hey, you left me hanging there. Are you okay? I need to tell you something. I always thought I was a hero until feedback happened. Ben, I'm still responsible for so many bad things. Vilgax, 6-6, Krabs, the Forever Knights, even Kevin. I need to stop playing. I need to leave Earth, Gwen. She's surprised by Ben's decision, especially after months of working together to catch the villains. Handing them over to the Plumbers, Charmcaster was actually the only one left. Deep down, Ben had planned that. To leave Earth safe and enroll in the Plumbers Academy. Through tears, he knew he still had to tell Grandpa Max. With Grandpa Max, things were easier. He understood what Ben was going through, but he wanted to make sure his grandson wasn't making a mistake. Ben said Tetra made him question if he was a hero for doing what's right or for the excitement of it. Here, our hero had to admit that he always believed he was a hero because he knew it was the right thing to do. Now he realizes he was addicted to the adrenaline and excitement of being feedback. Unfortunately, all of this did not end well. Catching all the villains this summer made me feel better, but I want to do things right, Grandpa, like you do. After hearing that, Grandpa Max immediately supported his grandson and said he'd make some calls. The next day, very early in the morning, Gwen knew it was her cousin's last day on Earth, so she wanted to confront him one last time. Gwen focused her mana and quickly launched it at Ben. The impact was precise. She captured the Omnitrix. Ben couldn't do anything. Not bad. But it's not over yet. With a smile, he grabs Gwen's mana and starts spinning rapidly, pulling her toward him. This Ben, without hesitation, headbutts his cousin, managing to distract her and thus free his Omnitrix. It's hero time! Ben turns into Echo Echo and offers his cousin a chance to surrender. But Gwen doesn't plan to back down. The Echo Echoes get ready and emit a sonic burst, an attack so powerful that it manages to break Gwen's mana. They leave her on the ground, saying it's over. Gwen is surprised Ben has new moves. All those late nights catching villains have paid off. Ben reaches out to his cousin, inviting her to join him one last time. While they were flying, they talked about various things. Gwen was worried about that future they visited a couple of years ago, where they weren't speaking to each other. Ben reassures her, saying it won't be like that. In fact, he thanks her and Grandpa Max, because without them, he wouldn't be anybody. There's a reason I asked you to bring me here. It's not fair, but I need you to do something for me while I'm gone. Could you take care of it, you know? Be the protector of Earth? I know it's a lot to ask, but you won't be alone. Grandpa Max is restarting the Plumbers initiative on Earth, so you'll have lots of help. Ben? What are you talking about? I don't know if I could. Of course you can. Gwen, listen. I have the watch and I almost never get outmatched. But you help people and kick butt without any of that. You even learned magic all by yourself. You're my cousin. We're Tennyson. She agrees, and they both say goodbye in the best way. Almost at the spot, a plumber's ship is waiting for them. The magistrate and Grandpa Max are present. Laughing, they comment, how will Ben take this news? Because in the background, there are 3 new plumbers, Cooper, Kai, and Sunny, who will be Ben's new team. Ben arrived a bit late but wants to make a stylish entrance, so he transforms into Heat Blast and lands in the most epic way possible. Sorry for being late, I'm Ben Tennyson, ready to learn, Professor. The magistrate introduces himself as Professor Gilil. Suddenly, someone appears. whom Ben immediately recognizes. His cousin Lucy, who surprises him from behind. She teases him, and they're both happy to reunite after so long. Then Cooper appears, far more powerful than Ben remembered. He tells him that Earth has more heroes than just Ben and Gwen, and that they are ready to step up. Ben is amazed by everyone's progress and new style, but he doesn't recognize one of them. I don't want to be rude, but who is he? Kai gets angry because Ben doesn't recognize her, but the life of a hero is very complicated. Ben quickly realizes they want him on a new team, but he's not convinced. He feels they're too different. Ben, in short, is underestimating the others. And right to his face, Gwen manages to hear Ben's words, so she jumps down from the sky to make him come to his senses. But the other young plumbers start to take action. Kai tries to test Ben's skills by hitting him, but he easily dodges her and sends her flying. Is that your hero? Mine is, yes. Ben is tired of the show and decides to leave, but at that moment the ground starts to shake. Some strange devices surround Ben. It's Cooper. Sorry, Ben, but you have to come with us. You already signed. Cooper has trapped Ben in an energy field, which makes him very confident. For his part, Ben remains calm. You don't really think this will stop me, do you? Lucy, Kai, and his cousin doubt this is the best way to add Ben to the team, but Cooper knows more. Ben is a key piece in this new group called Delta. I never signed up to join a group, so I better leave. Ben transforms into Frio, and just like that, walks out of the energy field. The best alien has appeared. Ben has to teach Cooper a lesson. If it weren't for the magistrate stopping the fight, he would have fired a counter-cold ray at him that would have knocked him out. All the young plumbers are left stunned, but they know it was for the best. Even Grandpa Max knows it was the right thing to do. The magistrate picks up Ben and carries him inside the ship. It's time to leave. On the ship, Kai asks them to explain what Team Delta is about. Alright, the Delta project is a system, or rather an initiative that I started planning after the drilling injector a few months ago. I still have to clarify some details with the higher-ups, but for now, I've selected 4 people, including myself, who I think are perfect for an undercover operation. In short, Delta is the team. Our objective will be to neutralize planetary catastrophes throughout the galaxy, like the injector incident. We must achieve the objective without exposing our identity to prevent public unrest. Our team is made up of Lucy, the perfect infiltrator Kai, the field operations specialist, and me as the cyber operations specialist. Okay, all of you seem to make sense, but I'm not exactly the spy type. That's because you won't be operating as a spy. In case something goes wrong, like we get caught or some unexpected variable shows up, are you our nuclear option? The Weapon 10. In this strange way, the 8 chapters of the Ben 10 Delta comic come to an end. For now, I've been really surprised by Ben's attitude throughout these chapters. You can tell he's someone with a strong presence, and no matter what happens, he's willing to improve, even if that means hitting 2 women. What makes me quite uneasy is knowing that Ben has to be associated as a weapon, when we all know the main goal of the Omnitrix, Azimuth, Grandpa Max, and Ben. This object, along with Ben, shouldn't be seen as a weapon, but what if the inner group already views him that way? No? I don't really see much sense in it. In fact, it's pretty disappointing to see this. Even so, that's just my opinion. I'd like to hear yours in the comments. Is it okay for Ben to be called a weapon in this story? Or do you think this should be taken back in the next chapters? For now, I just have to say goodbye with the company of these amazing people who support the channel. Remember that I am Frio, and with me, it will be until next time. Good.